So let's get started with crocheting some hearts on day 4 of Lunchtime Crochet, or crocheting a heart. We're going to take this nice and slow. So if you've never made them before, you can follow along. And if you've got questions, feel free to pop them in the chat if you're in Zoom, or in the comments if you're watching via Facebook. Okay, so I've got, this is about 50 grams of the Homely Bliss chunky yarn, with a super chunky yarn, sorry. It's Australian grown and processed merino wool, and it feels amazing to crochet with. I've got a 15.75 millimeter or Q crochet hook. These feel amazing to crochet with as well, because they've got the double indent, which fits beautifully in my hand. And the wood these hooks are made from feels so nice to hold. It's really light, feels warm, and they just make crocheting a breeze. And then you will need a set of scissors as well when we get to the end of crocheting your heart. Okay, so let's start. So first things first, we need to do our slip knot. Oh, I forgot to get the heart again. Hold on, I'll be back. I did this the other day as well. This is what we're crocheting. This one's actually grey. So this is grey and this is donkey. So what we're going to do is we'll do a adjustable slip knot first, which gives us the center that we'll crochet into. Then we'll do 3 chain stitches to go up the side. And then we'll do 3 double treble stitches, which is the UK terminology, and treble is the US terminology. Then 3 treble stitches, and treble is the UK terminology, and double crochet is the US terminology. Then right down here at the bottom, at the pointy bit of the heart, we'll do a double treble UK, treble US, and then it's the mirror image. So 3 treble stitches UK, double crochet US, then 3 double treble stitches UK, treble US, 3 chain stitches, a slip stitch down into the adjustable loop to bring everything back in together, and then we'll do the hanging tie. So let's dive in and get started. So I'll call this end, this one here, I'll call the cut end, and I'll call the end that's attached to the ball end. So get your yarn and put it over your palm and leave a nice end over here. So cut end and ball end. And then with the ball end, wrap that around your hand and across your palm again, putting the bit on the palm on your fingertip side. And then flip your hand over. And with the ball end, we're going to make a loop under this bit of yarn that's already around your hand, and going from your knuckles, pointing out towards your fingertips. And this bit is important. If this is going the wrong way, your adjustable slip knot is just going to fall to bits. So check knuckles, heading out towards your fingertips, and this loop here. And then if you put your crochet hook in there, and then slowly pull your hand out, flip that around, you're ready to start crocheting. But I'm just gonna, you hold, if you've got that, good, just hold that for a tick. I'm just gonna do the adjustable slip knot again, just in case. So put the yarn over your hand, leaving a nice end over here. And then with the ball end, wrap that around the back of your hand and then back over the palm, putting it on the fingertip side of your first bit of yarn. And then turn your hand over. And with the ball end, make a loop under this bit of yarn that's already around your hand, going from your knuckles and pointing out towards your fingertips. So knuckles towards your fingertips. And then put your hook in through that loop. That's going to be the first loop on the crochet hook. And move your hand out. And what you've got is this nice big circle here that we're going to put the crochet hook into. So it's bigger than this, but it eventually comes down to this size. So you can see all the stitches go into the adjustable slip knot, and then this loop here. So what we'll do first is we'll do our 3 chain stitches to come up there. Let's start crocheting. Okay, so to do chain stitch 1, yarn over the hook and pull it through the loop like that. And you can see here's chain stitch number 1. And then let's do that again. Yarn over the hook and pull this through the loop that's on the hook like that. And we've got chain stitch number 2 right here, and do that once more. Yarn over the hook and then pull that through the loop that's on the hook like that. So the loop goes down and over the end. And so here's chain stitch number 3. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. That's a good start. A good start for a Monday morning. Well, it's not morning now because we've hit 12 noon. It's actually afternoon. Oh my goodness. Now we're going to do the 3 double treble stitches UK terminology, which is 3 treble stitches in US terminology. So a double treble, double treble UK, treble US starts with 2 yarn overs. So wrap the yarn around your hook going from back to front twice. So it's 2 yarn overs on your hook and then the first loop. And then put the hook into the adjustable loop like that. So what you've got on your hook is 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable loop, 2 yarn overs and the first loop. And then yarn over and pull the hook out of the adjustable loop. So these 2 bits of yarn go over the end of the hook. And what you've got left on the hook is 4 loops. Like that. And then yarn over and pull that through the first 2 loops on the hook. So those first 2 loops are going down and over the end of the hook, which leaves 3 loops on the hook. And then yarn over and pull that under these first 2 loops. So they go over the end of the hook, which leaves 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over and pull the yarn over through these last 2 loops. So those last 2 loops are going over the end of the hook. And then just at the bottom of your stitch, just move that along, push that up towards the right if you're right-handed, and then towards the left if you're left-handed. And we're going to, that's our double treble UK, treble US, and we're going to do that another 2 times. So yarn over the hook twice, like that, and then put the hook into the adjustable loop. So what you've got on your hook is 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable loop, 2 yarn overs, and the first loop. And then yarn over and pull the yarn over back out of the adjustable loop. So the 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable loop are going over the end of the hook, which gives 4 loops on the hook. And then yarn over and go through the first 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over again and go through the next 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over again and go through the last 2 loops on the hook. And then at the bottom of your stitch, just move it across to the right if you're right-handed, left if you're left-handed. So that's our second double treble stitch, and we're going to do that 1 more time. So yarn over the hook twice and put the hook into the adjustable loop. So what you've got on your hook is 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable loop, 2 yarn overs, and the first loop. And then yarn over and pull the yarn over back out of the adjustable loop. So these 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable loop are going over the end of the hook, which gives you 4 loops on the hook. And then yarn over and through the first 2 loops, yarn over and through the next 2 loops, yarn over and through the last 2 loops. And move your stitches across. And so what we've got is our 3 chain stitches here, and then 3 double treble stitches UK, treble US. So that's a great start. So we've done this part. of our heart. So next we're going to do 3 treble stitches UK terminology, which is 3 double crochet stitches in US terminology. So let's do those. So our treble UK double crochet US starts with 1 yarn over. So yarn over the hook and put the hook into the adjustable loop. So what you've got on your hook is 2 loops from the adjustable loop, 1 yarn over and the first loop. And then yarn over the hook and pull the hook back out of the adjustable loop. So these 2 bits of yarn are going over the end of the hook, which gives you 3 loops on the hook. And then yarn over and through the first 2 loops, yarn over and through the last 2 loops. And we're going to do that another 2 times. So yarn over and put the hook into the adjustable loop. So you've got 2 bits of yarn on the hook from the adjustable loop, sorry, the adjustable slip knot. I'm using the different names for it interchangeably. The yarn over and the first loop. Then yarn over and pull the yarn over out of the adjustable slip knot, which means that these 2 bits of yarn are going over the end of the hook. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and through the first 2 loops, yarn over and through the last 2 loops. We're going to do that stitch one more time. Move your bottom of your stitches across. That's better. Okay, so yarn over and put the hook into the adjustable loop. So on your hook, you've got 2 bits of yarn from, the adjustable slip knot. 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable slip knot, the yarn over and the first loop. And then yarn over and pull the hook and the yarn over out of the adjustable slip knot, which means these 2 bits of yarn are going over the end of the hook. And you've got 3 loops on your hook. And then yarn over and through the first 2 loops, yarn over and through the last 2 loops. Then push your stitches across. There we go. So what we've done so far is we started here and we've come all the way around to here. So from here through to here, around there. So now we're going to do the stitch that becomes the pointy bit at the end of at the bottom of the heart. So it's a double treble UK terminology, which is a treble in US terminology. So we will start by doing 2 yarn overs. Let me change what's happening with my screen here. Okay, sorry about that. So 2 yarn overs and put the hook into the adjustable loop like that. So what you've got on the hook is 2 bits of yarn for the adjustable loop, the adjustable slip knot, 2 yarn overs, and then the first loop here. Then yarn over, and we're going to pull the yarn over out of the adjustable slip knot. So these 2 bits of yarn are going over the end of the hook. And you now have 4 bits of yarn, 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and go through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and go through the next 2 loops. And then yarn over and go through the last 2 loops. And so if we squish the stitches across, turn our heart around like that, we can see it's starting to resemble half a heart like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is these 3 treble stitches here. So that's treble UK terminology, double crochet US terminology. So a treble UK double crochet US starts with 1 yarn over on the hook and then put the hook into the adjustable slip knot. So on your hook, you've got 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable slip knot, the yarn over and the first loop. Then yarn over the hook and pull the yarn over back out of the adjustable slip knot. And you've got 3 loops on the hook. And then yarn over and through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and through the last 2 loops. And we're going to do that another 2 times. So yarn over and put the hook into the adjustable slip knot. So what you've got on your hook is 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable slip knot, the yarn over, and the first loop. And then yarn over and pull that back out of the adjustable slip knot, and you've got 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and through the first 2 loops, yarn over and through the last 2 loops. And we'll do that once more. So yarn over the hook and put the hook into the adjustable slip knot. So what you've got on your hook is 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable slip knot, the yarn over, and the first loop. And then yarn over and pull that out of the adjustable slip knot. And you've got 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and through the first 2 loops, yarn over and through the last 2 loops. Keep remembering to squish your stitches across. And so what we've done is we've started here, we've come all the way around here, and then we've gone up here. So what we're going to do next is these 3 double treble stitches, UK terminology, which is treble in US terminology. Okay, get myself some more yarn out. So start off by doing 2 yarn overs and put the hook into the adjustable slip knot like that. So on your hook, you've got 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable slip knot and then 3 loops. And then yarn over and pull your hook out of the adjustable slip knot. And now you have 4 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and through the first 2 loops, yarn over and through the next 2 loops, yarn over and through the last 2 loops. Squish your stitches across, and then we'll do that another 2 times. So yarn over the hook twice and put the hook into the adjustable slip knot. So on your hook, you've got 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable slip knot, 2 yarn overs, and the first bit of the first loop. And then yarn over and pull the hook and this yarn over out of the adjustable slip knot. And you've got 4 loops on your hook. And then yarn over and through the first 2, yarn over and through the next 2, yarn over and through the last 2. And we'll do that once more. So 2 yarn overs and put the hook into the adjustable slip knot. Then yarn over and pull that back through the adjustable slip knot, and you've got 4 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and through the first 2 loops, yarn over and through the next 2 loops, and then yarn over and through the last 2 loops. Okay, let me just count here and check I haven't got myself confused at any stage. No, we have the right number of stitches, which is good. So we've started here, we've come all the way around here, come all the way back up here. So now we're going to do 3 chain stitches to come down here and then slip stitch to join in back into this adjustable slip knot. And we'll tighten it all up so your heart will look more like a heart and then do the hanging loop. Okay, so 3 more chain stitches. So it's exactly the same stitch as what we did over here at the start. So yarn over the hook and pull that through the loop. Number 1, yarn over the hook and pull that through the loop. And then yarn over the hook and pull that through the loop. And so there's stitch 1, chain stitch 2, and chain stitch 3. And now we're going to do a slip stitch back into the adjustable slip knot. So put the hook into the adjustable slip knot. So what you've got on the hook is 2 bits of yarn from the adjustable slip knot and then the first loop. Then yarn over the hook, and we're going to pull the yarn over through everything that's on the hook. So everything, the 3 bits of yarn that are on the hook are going to go over the end of the hook. which leaves us with one loop left on the hook, which if we make that a bit bigger, and then you can pull your hook out. The crocheting part is all done. Okay, excuse me. And it's time to tighten this all up so it looks more like a heart. So see how big your loop in the middle is? We're going to get it much smaller, which is going to make your heart look more like a heart. So if you pull on this cut end, it's going to make that center smaller, and the Homely Bliss yarn is nice and tough, so you can keep pulling until you get a nice small loop there. Nice small circle. I'm happy with that one. We did the second one the other day. It didn't seem to close up as well initially, but I did get there. Okay, just straighten everything out. Now, see this little loop here, which came about when we did the slip knot. If you just pull one of the legs of this loop, it will make it get smaller. The one, yep, look at that. So that's getting nice and small. Push that down. And then with the, actually I'm going to do it slightly differently this time. So pass the yarn, and so the whatever yarn you've got left that you're crocheting with, and then the cut end through that loop like that. So both ends are going through that loop. And then if you, which one of these is it that we pull? It'll be the one attached to the ball. We'll make that loop smaller. Keep making it smaller so it closes up nicely. There we go. And if you just give the cut end, that one there, another jiggle just to close this loop up nicely, and then give your heart a rearrangement and a jiggle as well. So make the pointy bit nice and pointy. Just reshape this until it looks like your heart that you want it to look like. And I even kind of put it flat on the table and squish it down. And then make the edges of the stitches stick up nicely. And you can even steam block this just by steaming your heart with the iron. Don't put the iron onto the heart, and just steam it, and then do the same thing again, and you'll get an even better result. But that's not too bad, sorry. I'm happy with that for now. And so the last thing to do is to do the hanging thing, or you could just weave the ends in at the back. So I might show you both options. So cut off both ends of the yarn at whatever length you want them to be. I normally like to have a shorter hanging thing, but because I'm going to weave these ends in, I might do this a bit longer. So cut them off there, and then tie a knot at whatever length you want that to be. Like that, and pull those two bits of yarn out evenly, and then trim off the end. Like that. And so that's how to do the hanging loop. Now I'm just going to pull that apart and show you how to weave the ends in on the back. So just work out which side of your heart you like the most and you want to be the one showing up. I'm going to do this one as my up side. So I'm going to weave the ends in on the back just with my fingers and just go under a couple of loops, just enough to secure it. Secure the end, keep it nice and tidy, and just keep doing that with both ends like that. Well, now I have a minute talking to me beside me. And keep doing that. Do it through at least 5 loops. And then if I was doing a blanket or a scarf, when I would put the ends through as far as I want to, what I do is I tie a knot just in that end, just after the last loop, and then trim that off. And so what that does is it prevents the end from fraying and just holds that loop in place. And that's okay. It doesn't make your heart stick up too much, so that's fine. And so that's, use that as a coaster or a trivet to put something hot on. But I'm actually going to turn it back into the one with the hanging loop because I love hanging these on door handles around the home. And I use them at Christmas time too on the Christmas tree, which looks amazing. I'm going to pull these back out and tie a knot in the end. Pull that out so it's nice and even, and trim this last bit off. And so there you go. That is how to crochet a heart. I'm just going to pick Minna up again. She's telling me, do you want to come up, sweetie pie, to say goodbye? Yeah? I'll just flip this camera around. So what we're doing in tomorrow's lunchtime crochet is we're going to start crocheting our warm heart blanket, the blanket we're going to crochet in a week. So that's exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. So we're doing the foundation chain. So grab your Homely Bliss and your 25 mil crochet hook and have at least one ball, one skein turned into a ball, which is what we did in yesterday's lunchtime crochet. And you can, if you missed that, you can watch it over on the Homely Lass website at homelylass.com. There's a link right up the top of every page that says join us in lunchtime crochet, find out more. And you can click on that find out more, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and that's where I'm putting all the recordings of the videos. So hope you've enjoyed today's lunchtime crochet. Oh my goodness, it's just gonna lie down on the table and go to sleep. A bit slippery for you, sweetie pie. Do you want a heart to put on your head? To put on your center of attention. Hope you have a lovely day. We've got a comment here from Slavika. Hopefully I'll receive the kit tomorrow. I hope so. I hope so. It's going express. It's all packed up. I'm just waiting for my Australia postman to arrive, so he won't be too far away. And if you don't get it tomorrow, I would say maybe the day after. But hopefully tomorrow. Let's see what happens. I'm hopeful. There is always hope. Okay, hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow for lunchtime crochet. Bye.